going on today, fellas? How are you? Ladies and gentlemen, how are you? Let's say hello to everybody. There's Angel. Hello, Angel. Love you, baby. Tashi, Pink Fan. Uh, Rocket Queen. Penny Riddle. Angie Gibson. Hello, Angie. Shani B. How are you today, Shani B? Cool Gamer. Hello, Evie. How is everyone?
Oh, Mom.
Hold on just a minute, guys. All right, guys. Sorry about that. He was asking where Becca was. Hello, BH. How is everybody today? I hope y'all are doing good. Paper Cut Tina, how are you? Y'all be sure and hit that like. 21 people, 17 likes. Y'all get them up for me now, please. Let's get them likes up. Today is True Crime in History. The story for today is a man and money that was lost. The man and the money was lost. Hello, Adam. How are you? So, can anybody guess who the story is about? A man and his money lost. Can y'all hear me? Yes, D.B. Cooper. D.B. Cooper. B.H. Thank you, B.H. D.B. Cooper. All right. Another thing I want to show y'all right quick. Now, I put this on my community page. If y'all are sub to me, you'll be able to go see it. Well, anybody can go see it. But I did want to show this. And I think this is awesome. I really do. I think this was, after 80 long years, it was long enough. But I'm going to show this. And let me know if y'all can hear it, okay?
The Grafton community laid a hero to rest this afternoon, nearly 80 years after he was killed serving in World War II. His family talked with Fox 6's Stephanie Quirk, saying their prayers have finally been answered.
You couldn't believe the feeling that I had. I had tears flowing down my cheeks.
Larry Toft says it's an undescribable feeling.
Seeing the townspeople gathered along the roadway leading to the cemetery, patriotic, hands over their hearts.
I do too,
Each
Tashi.
person giving love and salutes to Toft's second cousin, Lieutenant Roy Arms, moments before he was finally laid to rest.
There's no peace within your family if you don't know
Pac-Man.
what happened to your loved one.
It was nearly 80 years.
Hey, Mark, I'll see you tomorrow, brother. I'll be there.
Identified. The World War II Grafton pilot was only 26 years old when his plane was shot down in Romania, killing him and 8 of his crew members.
First Lieutenant Roy Harms is a hero, and today he had a hero send-off.
Hundreds paid their respects and gave a proper farewell to Arms.
It's our responsibility to make sure that they get to come home and be reunited with their family.
He returns home, buried next to his parents.
I was given a framed photograph of Roy And I kept that
Hey, Josh,
photograph
how are you?
on my dresser at home throughout my boyhood.
Toff says his prayers have been answered.
We're home. Roy's home. God bless America.
In Grafton, Stephanie Quirk, Fox 6 News.
Governor Tony Evers ordered flags at half-staff today to honor the World War.
I thought that was pretty cool. So, Lieutenant Roy Harms, thank you for your service and your ultimate sacrifice. Thank you so much, sir. I just wanted to share that because not much is said about them on that I see. I mean, it may be I just don't see them a lot on YouTube, so I like showing stuff like that. Shows people's sacrifices and stuff like that. Bagpipes remind Rocket Queen of her Scottish grandmother. BH said they remind him of Roddy Piper. Yeah. You know, people should be proud of them, the gentlemen and women that go over there and or join the service anywhere that put their lives on the line for us. I love them for it. And there's no way to thank them enough for what they've done. All right. So anybody that just showed up, Pac-Man, I'm doing today's True Crime in History on D.B. Cooper. So let's get over to that. Give me just a second here. And let me. Can y'all see that? Tell me if y'all if y'all can see that good. Because if not, I'll make it a little. I'll take my picture out. Let's just do that. Let's just do that. Let's go ahead and let's get rid of me. There we go. Now I know y'all can see that. Should be able to see that. Make it a little bigger. Should be able to see it. Should be able to see it pretty good now. All right. All right, here we go. D.B. Cooper is a media epithet for an unidentified man who hijacked Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305, a Boeing 727 aircraft in the United States airspace on November 24, 1971. During the flight from Portland, Oregon to Seattle, Washington, the hijacker told a flight attendant he was armed with a bomb, demanded $200,000 in ransom, equivalent to $1,300,000 in 2021, and requested 4 parachutes upon landing in Seattle. After releasing the passengers in Seattle, the hijacker instructed the flight crew to refuel the aircraft and begin a second flight to Mexico City with a refueling stop in Reno, Nevada. About 30 minutes after taking off from Seattle, the hijacker opened the aircraft's aft door, which is the rear door, deployed the staircase, and parachuted into the night over southwestern Washington. The hijacker has never been found or conclusively identified. In 1980, a small portion of the ransom money was found along the banks of the Columbia River. The discovery of the money renewed public interest in the mystery, but yielded no additional information about the hijacker's identity or fate. The remaining money was never recovered. The hijacker identified himself as Dan Cooper, but when his name was mixed up with that of an early suspect, he became known as D.B. Cooper. For 45 years after the hijacking, the FBI maintained an active investigation and built an extensive case file, but ultimately did not reach any definite conclusions. The crime remains the only unsolved case of the air piracy in the history of commercial aviation. The FBI speculates Cooper did not survive his jump for several reasons. The inclement weather on the night of the hijacking, Cooper's lack of proper skydiving equipment, the heavily wooded area he jumped into, his apparent lack of detailed knowledge of his landing area, and the disappearance of the remaining ransom money, suggesting it was never spent. In July 2016, the FBI officially suspended active investigation of the NORJAC, which is Northwest hijacking case. Although reporters, enthusiasts, professional investigators, and amateur sleuths continue to pursue numerous theories of Cooper's identity, success, and fate. Cooper's hijacking and several imitators in the following year led to immediate and major changes for commercial aviation and strict airport security measures. Metal detectors were installed, baggage inspections became mandatory, and passengers who paid cash for tickets on the day of the departure were selected for additional scrutiny. Boeing 727s were retrofitted with Cooper vanes, specifically designed to prevent the aft staircase from being lowered in flight. By 1973, aircraft hijacking incidents had decreased as the new security measures successfully dissuaded would-be hijackers whose only motive was money. Now we go on to the hijackers. Thank you, Tattooed Angel. Thank you, dear. Love you. The hijacking. On Thanksgiving Eve, November 24th, 1971, a man carrying a black attaché case approached the flight counter of Northwest Orient Airlines at Portland International Airport. Tina, this is up in your area over in Washington. Using cash, the man bought a one-way ticket on Flight 305. Hey, Nanny Life. A 30-minute trip to SeaTac, Seattle Tacoma International Airport. On his ticket, the man listed his name as Dan Cooper. Eyewitnesses described Cooper as a white male in his mid-40s with dark hair and brown eyes, wearing a black or brown business suit, a white shirt, a thin black tie, a black raincoat, and brown shoes, carrying a briefcase and a brown paper bag. Cooper boarded Flight 305, a Boeing 727. Cooper took seat 18E in the last row and ordered a drink, a bourbon and a 7-Up. With a crew of 6 and 37 passengers aboard, Flight 305 left Portland on schedule at 2:50 p.m. Shortly after takeoff, Cooper handed a note to flight attendant Florence Schaffner, sitting in the jump seat directly behind Cooper. Assuming the note was a lonely businessman's phone number, Schaffner dropped the note unopened into her purse. Cooper then leaned toward her and whispered, "Miss, you better look at that note. I have a bomb." Hello, Chris Bacon. How are you? Schaffner opened the note in neat all capital letters, printed with a felt tip pen. Cooper handwritten, "Miss, I have a bomb in my briefcase, and I want you to sit by me." Schaffner returned the note to Cooper, sat down as he requested, and quietly asked to see the bomb. He opened his briefcase, and she saw 2 rows of 4 red cylinders, which she assumed was dynamite. Attached to the cylinder were a wire and a large cylindrical battery. Cooper closed the briefcase and told Schaffner his demands. She wrote a note with Cooper's demands, brought it to the cockpit, and informed the flight crew of the situation. Captain William A. Scott directed her to remain in the cockpit for the remainder of the flight and take notes of events as they unfolded. He then contacted Northwest Flight Operations in Minnesota and relayed the hijacker's demands. Cooper's request: $200,000 in a knapsack by 5 p.m. He wants 2 front parachutes, 2 back parachutes. He wants some money in a negotiable American currency. By requesting 2 sets of parachutes, Cooper implied that he planned to take a hostage with him, discouraging authorities from supplying non-functional equipment. With Schaffner in the cockpit, flight attendant Tina Mucklow sat next to Cooper to act as a liaison between him and the flight crew in the cockpit. He then made additional demands. Upon landing in Seattle, the fuel trucks must meet the plane, and all passengers must remain seated while she brought the money aboard. He said he would release the passengers after he had the money. The last item brought aboard would be the 4 parachutes. Captain Scott informed Seattle Tacoma Airport Air Traffic Control of the situation, who contacted local police and the FBI.
Well, I don't mind me being here.
All right, we'll get over them. Easy. All right, sit down. The passengers were told their arrival in Seattle would be delayed because of a minor mechanical difficulty. Donald Nyrop, the president of Northwest Orient, authorized payment of the ransom and ordered all employees to cooperate with the hijacker and comply with his demands. For approximately 2 hours, Flight 305 circled Puget Sound to give Seattle police and FBI sufficient time to assemble Cooper's ransom money and parachutes and to mobilize emergency personnel. Right down. Well, honey, I love you. During the flight from Portland to Seattle, Cooper demanded that Mucklow remain by his side at all times. She later said that he appeared familiar with the local terrain while looking out the window, and he remarked, "Looks like Tacoma down there," as the aircraft flew above it. He also correctly noted McCord Air Force Base was only 20 minutes drive from SeaTac Airport. She later described the hijacker's demeanor. He was not nervous, he seemed rather nice, and he was not cruel or nasty. While the plane circled Seattle, Mucklow chatted with Cooper and asked why he picked Northwest Airlines to hijack. He laughed and replied, "It's not because I have a grudge against your airlines, just because I have a grudge." Then explained that his flight simply suited his needs. He asked where she was from. She answered that she was originally from Pennsylvania, but was living in Minnesota at the time. Cooper responded that Minnesota was a very nice country. She asked where he was from, but he became upset and refused to answer. He asked if she smoked and offered her a cigarette. She replied that she had quit but accepted the cigarette. FBI records note that Cooper briefly spoke to an unidentified passenger while the plane maintained its holding pattern over Seattle. In his interview with FBI agents, passenger George Labasoneri said he visited the restroom directly behind Cooper on several occasions. After one visit, Labasoneri said the path to his seat was blocked by a passenger wearing a cowboy hat. Questioning Mucklow about the supposed mechanical issue delaying them, Labasoneri said Cooper was initially amused by the interaction, then became irritated and told the man to return to his seat, but the cowboy ignored Cooper and continued to question her. Labasoneri claimed he eventually persuaded the cowboy to return to his seat. Mucklow's version of the interaction differed from Labasoneri. She said a passenger approached her and asked for a sports magazine to read because he was bored. She and the passenger moved to an area directly behind Cooper with a passenger, and she looked for magazines. The passenger took a copy of the New Yorker and returned to his seat. When Mucklow returned to the seat with Cooper, he said, "If that is a sky marshal, I don't want any more of that." Despite his brief interaction with Cooper, the cowboy was not interviewed by the FBI and was never identified. Oh, let's see. What's up, Casper? How are you today, girl? FBI agents used several banks in the Seattle area to assemble the ransom. The money, 10,000 unmarked $20 bills, most of which had serial numbers beginning with L, indicating issuance by the Federal Reserve Bank of San Francisco, was photographed on microfilm. Cooper rejected the military-issue parachutes offered by McCord Air Force Base personnel and demanded 4 civilian parachutes with manually operated ripcords. Seattle police obtained the 2 front reserve parachutes from a local skydiving school and the 2 back parachutes from a local stunt pilot. Around 5:24, the Captain Scott was informed the parachutes had been delivered to the airport and notified Cooper they would be landing soon. At 5:46, Flight 305 landed at SeaTac Airport with Cooper's permission. Scott parked the aircraft on a partially lit runway away from the main terminal. Cooper demanded that only one representative of the airline approach the plane with the parachutes and money, and the only entrance and exit would be through the aircraft's front door via the mobile air stairs. Northwest Orient Seattle operations manager Al Lee was designed to be the courier. To avoid the possibility that Cooper might mistake Lee's airline uniform for that of a law enforcement, he changed into civilian clothes for the task. With the passengers remaining seated, a ground crew attached the mobile staircase. Per Cooper's directive, Mucklow exited the aircraft through the front door and retrieved the ransom money. When she returned, she carried the money back past the seated passengers to Cooper in the last row. Cooper then agreed to release the passengers. As they debarked, Cooper inspected the money. In an attempt to break the tension, Mucklow jokingly asked Cooper if she could have some of the money. Cooper readily agreed, and he handed her a packet of bills, but she immediately returned the money and explained accepting gratuities was against company policy. She said that Cooper tried to tip her and the other 2 flight attendants earlier in the flight with money from his own pocket, but they had each declined, citing the policy. While the passengers safely debarked, only Cooper and the 6 crew members remained on board. In accordance with Cooper's demands, Mucklow made the 3 trips outside the aircraft to retrieve parachutes, which she brought to him in the rear of the plane. While Mucklow brought aboard the parachutes, Schaffner asked Cooper if she could retrieve her purse stored in the apartment behind his seat. Cooper agreed and told her, "I won't bite you." Flight attendant Alice Hancock then asked Cooper if the flight attendants could leave, to which Cooper replied, "Whatever you girls would like." So Hancock and Schaffner debarked. When Mucklow brought the final parachute to Cooper, she gave him printed instructions for using the parachutes, but Cooper said he didn't need them. They shouldn't have. I'll go back and look. I'll go look after this, Casper. A problem with the refueling process caused a delay, so a second truck and then a third were brought to the aircraft to complete the refueling. During the delay, Mucklow said Cooper complained the money was delivered in a cloth bag instead of a knapsack, as he had directed, and he now had to improvise a new way to transport the money. Using a pocket knife, Cooper cut the canopy from one of the reserve parachutes and stuffed the money into the empty parachute bag. An FAA official requested face-to-face meeting with Cooper aboard the aircraft, but Cooper denied the request. He became impatient, saying that this shouldn't take so long. "Let's get this show on the road," and then he gave the cockpit crew his flight plan and directives. A southwest course toward Mexico City at the minimum airspeed possible without stalling, approximately 100 knots. Really? Hold on just a minute. Let's see. I have, ain't there? Quite a few of them. Huh. Wow. You broke them? I hear you. Hey, Tammy, how are you? Hope you're having a wonderful day. We're doing a story on D.B. Cooper today. That's the true crime in history. Where's it at? Approximately 100 knots, which is 85 to 150 miles an hour, at a maximum of 10,000 feet altitude. Cooper also specified the landing gear must remain deployed. The wing flaps must be lowered 15 degrees, and the cabin must remain unpressurized. First Officer William J. Radizak informed Cooper that this configuration limited the aircraft's range to about 1,000 miles, so a second refueling will be necessary before entering Mexico. Cooper and the crew discussed options and agreed to Reno Tahoe International Airport as the refueling stop. Cooper further directed the aircraft to take off with the rear exit door open and its air stair extended. Northwest Home's office objected to this as this was unsafe. Cooper countered, saying, "It can be done, do it," but did not argue the point, and said he would lower the staircase once they were airborne. He demanded Mucklow remain aboard to assist him. If I'm not mistaken, this is the lady that he had sitting beside him right here. This is Tina Mucklow. And these are, I think this was the pilot, co-pilot, or this might have been the pilot, and flight engineer Harold Anderson. There was 3 men and this lady on board with D.B. Cooper. Around 7:40 p.m., Flight 305 took off with only Cooper, Mucklow, Captain Scott, First Officer Razatak, and Flight Engineer Harold Anderson aboard. 2 F-106 fighters from McCord Air Force Base and a Lockheed T-33. Yes. She's getting your medicine today, okay? Your cough medicine. Yeah. Okay. She had to get you some more is what I'm saying. You run out last night. After takeoff, Cooper told Mucklow to lower the aft staircase. She told him and the flight crew she feared being sucked out of the aircraft. The flight crew suggested she come to the cockpit and retrieve an emergency rope with which she could tie herself to a seat. Cooper rejected the suggestion, stating he did not want her going up front or the flight crew coming back. She continued to express fear for him and asked him to cut some cord from one of the parachutes to create a safety line for her. He said he would lower the stairs himself, instructed her to go to the cockpit, close the curtain partition between the coach and first class sections, and not return. Before she left, Mucklow begged Cooper, please take the bomb with you. Cooper responded he would either disarm it or take it with him. As she walked to the cockpit and turned to close the curtain partition, she saw Cooper standing in the aisle, tying what appeared to be the money bag around his waist. From takeoff to when Mucklow entered the cockpit, 4 to 5 minutes had elapsed. For the rest of the flight to Reno, Mucklow remained in the cockpit and was the last person to see the hijacker. Around 8 p.m., a cockpit warning light flashed indicating the aft staircase had been deployed. The pilot used the cabin intercom to ask Cooper if he needed assistance, but Cooper's last message was a one-word reply, no. The crew's ears popped from the drop in cabin air pressure from the stairs being opened. Yeah, I know. Hopefully she hurries back with the cough medicine. At approximately 8:13 p.m., the aircraft's tail section suddenly pitched upward, forcing the pilots to trim and return the aircraft to level flight. In his interview with the FBI, co-pilot Bill Razatak said the sudden pitch occurred while the flight was near the suburbs near Portland. With the aft cabin door open at the staircase deployed, the flight crew remained in the cockpit but were now unsure if Cooper was still aboard. Mucklow used the cabin intercom to inform Cooper they were approaching Reno and he needed to raise the stairs so the plane could land safely. She repeated her request as the pilots made the final approach to land, but neither Mucklow nor the flight crew received a reply from the hijacker. At 11:02, the aft staircase still deployed. Flight 304 landed at Reno. FBI agents, state troopers, sheriff's deputies, and Reno police established a perimeter around the aircraft, but fearing the hijacker and the bomb were still aboard, did not approach the plane. Captain Scott searched the cabin, confirmed Cooper was no longer aboard, and after a 30-minute search, an FBI bomb squad declared the cabin safe. In addition to 66 latent fingerprints aboard the airliner, FBI agents recovered Cooper's black clip-on tie and 2 of the 4 parachutes, one of which had been opened and had 2 shroud lines cut from the canopy. FBI agents interviewed witnesses in Portland, Seattle, and Reno and developed a series of composite sketches. Let's see if it shows any. This is what D.B. Cooper is supposed to look like. Supposed to. Hold on a minute, guys. All right. Local police and FBI agents immediately began questioning possible suspects, acting on the possibility the hijacker may have used his real name or the same alias in a previous crime. Portland police discovered and interviewed a Portland citizen named D.B. Cooper. The Portland Cooper had a minor police record, but was quickly eliminated as a suspect. In his rush to meet a deadline, reporter James Long confused this man with the name used by the hijacker. Reporter Clyde Jabin republished Long's error, and as other media sources repeated the name, D.B. Cooper became the hijacker's pseudonym. Due to the number of variables and perimeters, precisely defining the area to search was difficult. The jet's airspeed estimates varied, and the where was that? The jet's airspeed and the environmental conditions along the flight path varied with aircraft's location and altitude. Only Cooper would have known how long he stayed in a free fall before pulling the ripcord. Now this is pretty neat. This is animation of him. He would walk down the steps and then jump. And the steps do that. They do bounce. But it's a gravity operated one. It remained open like that. That's pretty neat. The Air Force F-106 pilots neither saw anyone jumping from the airliner, nor did their radar detect a deployed parachute. Moreover, a black-clad individual jumping into the moonless night would be difficult to see, especially given the limited visibility, cloud cover, and lack of ground lighting. The T-33 pilots did not make visual contact with the 727. On December 6, 1971, FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover approved the U.S. Air Force SR-71 Blackbird to retrace and photograph Flight 305's flight path and attempt to locate the items Cooper carried during his jump. The SR-71 made 5 flights to retrace the Flight 305's route, but due to poor visibility, the photography attempts were unsuccessful. In the experimental recreation, flying the same aircraft using hijacking in the same flight configuration, FBI agents pushed a 200-pound sled out of the open air stair and were able to reproduce the upward motion of the tail section and brief change in cabin pressure described by Flight 813. Initial extrapolations placed Cooper's landing zone with an area on the southernmost outreach of Mount St. Helens, a few miles east of Ariel, Washington, near Lake Merwin, an artificial lake formed by a dam on the Lewis River. You've never heard, in the entirety? What was that? Search efforts focused on Clark and Cowlitz counties, encompassing the terrain immediately south and north of the Lewis River in southwest Washington. FBI agents and the sheriff's deputy searched large areas of the heavily wooded terrain on foot, by helicopter. Hey, Sassy 7, how are you? Other search parties ran patrol boats along the Lake Merwin and Yale Lake. The reservoir immediately to its east, neither Cooper nor any of the equipment he presumably carried was found. Using fixed-wing aircraft and helicopters from the Oregon Army National Guard. The FBI coordinated an aerial search along the entire flight path, known as Victor 23 in U.S. aviation terminology. I'm fine. Thank you for asking, Sassy. I hope you're doing well. In most Cooper literature, from Seattle to Reno, although numerous broken treetops and several pieces of plastic and other objects resembling parachute canopies were sighted and investigated, nothing relevant to the hijacking was found. Shortly after the spring thaw in early 72, teams of FBI agents... Hold on just a minute. Hey, Cindy C., how are you? Let's see. But Vector 23 in most corporate ledgers, although numerous broken treetops, nothing relevant to the hijacking was found. Shortly after the spring thaw in early 72, FBI agents, aided by some 200 soldiers from Fort Lewis, along with United States Air Force personnel, National Guard, and civilian volunteers, conducted another thorough ground search, each search of Clark and Cowlitz counties for 18 days in March, and then another 18 days in April. Electronic Explorations Company, a marine salvage firm, used a submarine to search the 200-foot depths of Lake Merwin. Two local women stumbled upon a skeleton in an abandoned structure in Clark. It was later identified as the remains of Barbara Ann Derry, a teenage girl who had been abducted and murdered several weeks before. Ultimately, the extensive search and recovery operation uncovered no significant material evidence related to the hijacking. Based on early computer projections produced by the FBI, Cooper's drop zone was first estimated to be between Ariel Dam to the north and the town of Battleground, Washington to the south. In March of 72, the FBI concluded the original calculations were incorrect after a joint investigation with Northwest Airlines and the Air Force determined Cooper probably jumped over the town of La Center, Washington. In 2019, the FBI released a report indicating that about 3 hours after Cooper jumped, a burglary was reported at a small grocery store near Hyson, Washington. An unincorporated community located within the calculated drop zone that Northwest Airlines presented to the FBI. The burglary was noted by the FBI to have taken only survival items such as beef jerky and gloves. I've seen that movie, Becky. It's a good movie. Search for the ransom money. A month after the hijacking, the FBI distributed lists of ransom serial numbers to financial institutions, casinos, racetracks, and other businesses that routinely conducted large cash transactions, and to law enforcement agencies around the world. Northwest Orient offered a 15% of the reward of 15% of the recovered money, to a maximum of $25,000. In early 72, a U.S. Attorney General John N. Mitchell released the serial numbers to the public. Two men used counterfeit $20 bills printed with Cooper serial numbers to swindle $30,000 from a Newsweek reporter named Carl Fleming in exchange for an interview with the man that falsely claimed was the hijacker. In early 73, with the ransom money still missing, the Oregon Journal republished the serial numbers and offered $1,000 to the first person to turn in a ransom bill to the newspaper. In Seattle, the Post-Intelligencer, made a similar offer with a $5,000 reward. The offers remained in effect until Thanksgiving '74, and though several matches were reported, no general bills were found. In 1975, Northwest Orient's Insurance Global Indemnity Company complied with an order from the Minnesota Supreme Court and paid the airline $180,000 claim on the ransom money. Well, now, why would you pay a claim on the ransom money? I don't understand that, but I'll check into that. Later analysis indicated that the original landing zone estimated was inaccurate. Captain Scott, who was flying the aircraft manually because of Cooper's speed and altitude, later determined the flight path was farther east than initially thought. Additional data from a variety of sources, in particular Continental Airlines pilot Tom Bowen, who was flying 4 minutes behind Flight 503, indicated the wind direction factored into a drop zone calculation had been wrong, possibly by as much as 80 degrees. This and other supplemental data suggested the actual drop zone was south-southwest to the original estimated in the drainage area of Washogal River. FBI agent Ralph Himmelbach wrote, "I have to confess, if I were going to look for Cooper, I would head for Washogal. The Washogal Valley and its surroundings have been searched repeatedly in subsequent years. To date, no discoveries traceable to the hijacking have been reported. Some investigators have speculated that the 1980 eruption of Mount St. Helens could have obliterated any remaining physical clues."
Dad, I think I have it.
Huh?
I think I have it.
You do?
Remember that those that you in Noah, they have it.
Okay. On July 8, 2016, the FBI announced active investigation of the Cooper case was suspended, citing the need to focus investigative resources and manpower on issues of higher and more urgent priority. Local field officers will continue to accept any legitimate physical evidence related specifically to the parachute or to the ransom money that may emerge in the future. The 66-volume case file compiled over the 45-year course of the investigation will be preserved for historical purposes at FBI headquarters in Washington, D.C., and on the FBI website. All the evidence is open to the public. The crime remains this only unsolved case of air piracy in commercial history. During the forensic search of the aircraft, FBI agents found 4 major pieces of evidence, each with a direct physical link to Cooper: a black clip-on tie, a mother-of-pearl tie clip, a hair from Cooper's headrest, and 8 filter-tipped Raleigh cigarette butts from the armrest ashtray. Okay, we have so much technology now. Why can they not figure out who Cooper is? I mean, you can take a cigarette butt, get the DNA off of that cigarette butt, and they can find out who that is. It's just, I don't understand why they don't. They can go out in the woods, not have nothing like that, find all kinds of marijuana growing in the woods that you can't even see from nowhere, yet they can find it, but they can't find D.B. Cooper with his cigarette butts, a hair from his head. I'd say that stuff is still in a filing cabinet somewhere in FBI storage. The FBI determined the tie had been sold exclusively at JCPenney department stores, but was discontinued in '68. Okay, so it's an old tie. You have a hair sample. By late 2017, the FBI had built a partial DNA profile from samples found on Cooper's tie in 2001. However, the FBI also acknowledged no evidence linked Cooper to the source of the DNA sample, said FBI agent Fred Gutt. The tie had 2 small DNA samples and 1 large sample. It's difficult to draw firm conclusions from these samples. The FBI also made a public file of previously unreleased evidence, including Cooper's plane ticket, composite sketches, fact sheets, and post a request for information about Cooper's identity. In March 2009, a group of citizen sleuths using GPS. Well, you can get the DNA and try and find if there's a family source member in that's ever been arrested or anything and link it back that way. That's how they catch most criminals. You know, if you find, if a criminal leaves some kind of like hair follicle or something like that, you can take it back and link it to a person. Maybe not the exact person, but a family member, and then retrace down to that person that actually committed the crime. Began reinvestigating components of the case known as the Cooper Research Team. The group included paleontologist Tom Kay from the Burke Museum of Natural History, scientific illustrator Carol Abrazansky, and metallurgist Alan Stone. Although the CRT obtained a little new information about the buried ransom money or Cooper's landing zone, they found, analyzed, and identified hundreds of organic and metal particles on Cooper's tie. Using electron microscopy, the CRT identified lycopodium spores, the source of which was likely pharmaceutical. The team also found minute particles of an unalloyed titanium on the tie, along with particles of bismuth, antimony, cerium, strontium sulfide, and aluminum, and titanium antimony alloys. The metal and rare earth particles suggested Cooper may have worked for Boeing or another aeronautical engineering firm. The material with the most significance, explained Kay, was the unalloyed titanium. In the 1970s, the use of pure titanium was rare and would only be used in aircraft fabrication facilities or at a chemical company combining titanium and aluminum to store extremely corrosive substances. The cerium and strontium sulfide was used by Boeing's supersonic transport development project and by Portland factories in which cathode ray tubes were manufactured, such as Teledyne and Tektronix. Cooper researcher Eric Eulis has speculated the titanium antimony. What's up, Chaotic? How are you, sir? Possibility, Becky. Possibility. A metals manufacturing Boeing contractor. FBI agents found 2 hair samples in Cooper's seat. A single strand of limb hair on the seat. Good deal, Chaotic. That's good to hear, brother. I've been watching your shows lately. I've just been sitting back and watching them, man. You got awesome shows going on over there. Thank you for everything that you do on your panel. The limb hair was destroyed after the FBI crime laboratory determined the sample lacked enough unique microscopic characteristics to be useful. However, the FBI crime laboratory determined the head hair was suitable for future comparison. No problem, Chaotic. Just speaking the truth, brother. And preserved the hair on a microscope slide during their attempts to build Cooper's DNA profile in 2002. The FBI discovered the hair sample had been lost. Ain't that just lucky for the person that done this? In the armrest ashtray of seat 18E, FBI agents found 8 Raleigh filter tip cigarette butts. Those were sent to the FBI crime laboratory to search for fingertips. But investigators were unable to find fingerprints and returned the butts to the Los Angeles field office. In 1988, the FBI sought to extract DNA from the cigarette butts, but discovered the butts had been destroyed while in the custody of Las Vegas field office. Number 3, destroyed. No evidence. On February 10th, 1980, 8-year-old Brian Ingram was vacationing with his family on the Columbia River at a beachfront known as Tina Bar, about 9 miles downstream from Vancouver, Washington, and 20 miles southwest of Ariel. As he raked the sand riverbank to build a campfire, he uncovered 3 packets of the ransom cash, totaling around $5,800. The bills had been disintegrated from lengthy exposure to elements, but were still bundled in rubber bands. FBI technicians confirmed that the money was indeed a portion of the ransom, 2 packets of $120 bills each and a third packet of 90, all arranged in the same order as one given to Cooper. The discovery launched several new rounds of conjecture and ultimately raised more questions than it answered. Because they don't want the truth to come out, Tina. The discovery, initial statements made by investigators and scientific consultants were found on the assumption the bundled bills washed freely into the Columbia River from one of its many. Okay, it may have washed there and it could have washed up on board, but how's it going to get covered up? I mean, it could have by the sand and the water, going over it in time. But they were found side by side. That's awful peculiar. Anyway, let's go on to see what the FBI and the police department and all them fucked up next. An Army Corps of Engineers hydrologists know the bills had disintegrated in a rounded fashion and were matted together, indicating they had been deposited by river action as opposed to have been deliberately buried. That conclusion, if correct, supported the hypothesis that Cooper had not landed near Lake Merwin, nor any tributary which feeds into the Columbia well downstream from Tina Bar. It also lent credence to supplemental speculation. The drop zone was near Washougal River, which merges with the Columbia upstream from the discovery site. The free-floating hypothesis presented difficulties. It did not explain the $10 bill, the 10 bills missing from the 1 packet, nor was there an explanation for how the 3 packets would have remained together after separating from the rest of the money. Physical evidence was incompatible with geological evidence. Himmelbach wrote free-floating bundles would have washed up on the bank within a couple of years of the hijacking. Otherwise, the rubber bands would have long since deteriorated. Geological evidence suggested the Bills arrived at the Tina Bar after 74, the year of the Corps of Engineers dredging operation on that search of river. Geologist, I'll get it right in a minute. I'm sorry, guys. Leonard Palmer found two distinct layers of sand and sediment between the clay deposited on the riverbank by the dredge and the sand layer in which Bills were buried, indicating that the Bills arrived long after dredging had been completed. In 2022, thank you, Sassy. Thank you so much. Someone send my email out, and Sassy of 7, I will send you the link to members only Discord. If somebody will drop my email or type in email, sorry. You can do it in email or you can do it on Facebook. Type in exclamation Facebook and get my link and send me a message on there and say, hey, I'm Sassy of 7. I just became a member, and I'll send you the link to the Discord. And welcome to the Freebird family, Sassy. What's up, Ghost Devil?
I love Devil.
Ghost Devil, that's a pretty baby, buddy. I'm telling you, that baby is beautiful. And I'm going to give it that nickname. That should bring up my Facebook. We'll give it a few minutes and see if it don't. All right, hold on a minute, guys. Let me go check something right quick. I love you, honey.
You in the bathroom?
Let me make sure. Give me just a second, guy.
Okay.
Hold on, honey.
You're in the bathroom.
That's Uncle Mike. Hold on just a minute. Send me see if that works now. Let me see if this works right quick, guys. The Facebook ain't on there. I got to get it going. So, all right, hold on a minute, guys. Sorry about this, guys. I thought I had it hooked up. Give me just a second, please. There we go. All right, guys. Sorry about that. The Facebook one don't work. Do exclamation email, Sassy. Send me
Dad,
hold on a minute, Jay.
At the front.
Hold on. And hippie grandma, look at her.
Hi, Abby, Grandma. Oh, that's the map.
Send it through that email right there, Sassy of 7, and I'll send you a link.
Grandma.
All right, thank you guys. Sorry about that now. Let's see. Let's go on down here to let's look at some sketches of this is what DB Cooper looks like with glasses, without glasses. That's another set of sketches of him. This is Ted Braden, one of the suspects. All right, just when you come back with a pen, just type in exclamation email and it'll pop back up. And hippie grandma, you're already, let's see, I thought you was already in there. Yeah. Let's see. This is Richard McCoy. Now that's close. He is real close. I don't think this guy resembles him, in my opinion. I don't know why that picture's blurry, but and that I don't think is him either. Yeah, keep chatting. Someone may gift a new channel. And please go subscribe to my new channel, We the People channel. This Nightbot just put it in there. If you haven't subbed up, please go sub up to that. Because very soon there'll be a story out on it. And it may be Monday night. So okay, well, we can go through here like you. They got suspect profiling. So I'm going to bring up the panel. And if y'all would like to come up and comment or, maybe give your opinion of what happened, please do so. It'll be very welcomed to hear someone else's besides mine. So y'all please come on up. It's pinned at the top, the StreamYard. If you'd like to, come on up. And if I hadn't seen your name and said hello, how are you? All right, 32 people watching, 31 likes. Let's get them likes up, guys. Just one more like. That's all we need. But like I said, if I haven't seen your name or if I haven't said hi to you, hello. Oh, hippie grandma got that purple bird going. She got that purple free bird. Sassy has the yellow free bird. Let's see, where's Sassy? Yep, Sassy has that yellow free bird. So she is the newest member. Welcome to the free birds. And hippie grandma, thank you for being a free bird for 4 months. Thank you so much. And Tashi gifted 1 membership to Tammy. Welcome, Tammy. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I'm not going to stay on long because, hey, Steph, how are you? Because Dumpling said that she was going to go on at 9:15. And she's going to be talking about Summer Wells. And, you know, I love the Summer Wells story. So Tammy, if you would like to send me a message here. Hold on, I'm sorry. Send me a message here. Tell me who you are on here. And just say I'm Tammy, you know, feeling. And just send the email to right there. And I'll send you the link to a members only Discord. I guess that's what it's about. Ghost Dev, what's what it looked like. I just seen the picture real quick. That's okay. Just be sure to write it down, Sassy. And look at this. Hello, Mr. Michigan. It's good to see you. Thank you for becoming a member, Mr. Michigan. Hawkeye 3, Cindy C, Mama Shell Bell, and Brittany Blue Eye. Oh, no, I'd already told her I wasn't going to be on here long, Ghost Devil, because I got to finish some stuff here, and then I got to get ready for work, my stuff ready for work in the morning. That's the only reason she said she was going to go live after that. So welcome to the new members. If you will send me an email, I will send you the link to the Discord. What's up, baby?
Hey, everybody. Y'all come up here, guys.
Hi, Dad.
Come
Hi,
on, guys.
James.
Come up on panel.
Dad.
Come on. I can't see the chat, so I have to pull up I'm on StreamYard, but I have to pull up the chat on the other thing.
I got you.
Dad.
What, son?
Come on, guys. Come up here and support Rebel. I just come in the door. I look terrible, but nobody was up on panel, so y'all come up here.
Okay.
And
They don't have to come up.
well, you know, I'm a motivator. Y'all know this.
I know.
Hey,
And
everybody.
again, congratulations to all the new members, all the new Freebirds.
Woohoo! Yes.
Now,
Hi,
if you have a membership and you don't want it, I don't know. You can get rid of it. I don't know. But welcome to the Freebird family. Where's your mohawk?
Mom.
Yeah. She wants to know what it is.
Right here.
Oh, I gotta shave it again.
Hi, Nana.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Mommy.
Let's see.
Mom. Hi. Hi.
Hi, son.
Why didn't Nana hear me?
So, what do y'all think about the? Yeah, I hope you feel better, Dumpling.
Be quiet.
He
Love
said
you,
right
Dumpling.
here. He said right here, hippie grandma. It's right here. You just can't see it. Hello, BH.
Hey, how's it going?
About the same old, buddy. How you doing?
What's up, BH?
Just chilling. How are you, Angel?
Good. How are you, brother?
Doing well. Just got off work, so I'll keep my camera off for now. But DB Cooper, that's a good story, man. That's
Yeah,
a wild one. So
it's.
you know,
I like looking into old stuff like that.
same.
I mean, uh, if you hold on. This Saturday, I don't usually go live on Saturday, but I had it scheduled for Saturday. I don't know why, but it's going to be some more on that West Memphis 3, and Rocket Queen loves the West Memphis 3.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't know too much about that one. I keep missing it for some reason, but it seems like a wild story.
It is, and it's just my personal opinion on it. So.
Totally.
But I think if them boys are innocent, they got set up. That's just my opinion, though.
Okay. I heard
And then
they're into some I don't know, darker stuff, I guess.
I think Damien's into a few dark things, but
Okay.
that don't mean that he's a killer.
Yeah. Totally.
Oh, okay. I didn't see her. I'm sorry, Paper Cut. I see you now. I didn't see you there.
I just got here.
Oh,
Hello.
okay.
Hi, ladies and gents.
Hello.
Hi,
BH.
Tina. How are
Hey,
you,
good to
love?
see you.
Rebecca. Hi, you guys.
So
I'm
Tina,
trying to sign up too. I'm trying to re-sign up to be a member, and I'm in my oh God, I have to go to my mail envelope things for YouTube, and I'm clear back in March, and it you know what I mean. It just says where I was no longer a member because of that whole thing,
what are you trying to find?
How to rejoin.
Do you see the money symbol down at the bottom on YouTube?
Well, not on this StreamYard page, but on the other one I do. And when I hit that, super chat or highlighted chat comes up only.
It should be join channel.
Not on my iPad.
Hold on.
I'll figure it out.
You might have to do it on a laptop.
Yeah. Well,
I think you have to do it on a laptop
okay.
because I can't do it on my phone either.
Okay.
And I'm about to renew myself right now.
Oh, you can't do it on the phone even?
No, ma'am. Nope.
Wow.
Hippie Grandma
Wait a
said
minute.
that she needs
Wait a
an
minute.
iPhone link.
Do you have an iPhone?
I do.
I
Okay.
don't.
Type in exclamation iPhone.
Well, I'm renewing it now on the computer,
This is
but
my little Verizon flip phone.
But if she's got an iPad, she might need the iPhone link, is what Hippie Grandma's saying, since she's got an iPad.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Here, let me try this for you, Tina. Hold on a minute.
Oh my God, I'm thirsty.
I know my mouth's so dry. Guys, and I'm not drinking sweet tea. Are y'all going to fall
Right.
over?
No, Powerade.
Right there
I'm
it
not
is,
drinking
Tina.
sweet tea.
Do you see the Nightbot?
No, what I'll do is I'm going to leave and go over and take care
Well,
of that.
that's what I'm saying. If you see the Nightbot, it's got the iPhone link.
Okay, but I can't see it when I'm on StreamYard up here. So I could
Oh,
leave.
I got you.
and come back. I'll leave and come back.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. Bye-bye.
See ya. BH.
yeah.
Rocket Queen wants to know, got you dress on, BH?
Yeah, all dressed up.
No place to go.
Yeah. I tell her I need to borrow one.
He needs to borrow one, Rocket Queen.
I'm sure she has some.
I'm sure she does.
Well, what about her maid outfit? There you go, BH. That's a perfect one.
Okay. All right. Sweet. Can't wait. Can't wait.
Welcome, BH.
Hey, thanks. Appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
Welcome, BA. Thank you, sir.
No problem. Hopefully I don't get feedback real quick.
James, what are you doing, young?
Trying to open up the chat, but not. All right, cool. Yeah. I see you're in more of conspiracy stuff, and I'm not going to talk about it here, but there's some good stuff, man, out there. So I'm excited for your channel.
Hello, guys. Hey, Dumpling, we appeared at the same time.
Hey, TT.
That was amazing.
We did. I just wanted to tell VH that I'm so happy to see him up so much more. Who just fell down?
Yeah. Becca,
Thanks.
James messing around with her in there.
Okay.
Wild.
I'll turn my camera on, y'all, but I don't have any makeup on and I'm sick, so y'all just ignore me, okay?
It wasn't
Are you
me.
feeling better?
James
You
found
look
sleep.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Look at me. Look at my hair. Good Lord, have mercy.
I know,
I'm
look,
crying.
my
I'm
curly
sick.
hair is like there's a frizz line that's like a whole nother level of hair. I mean, for real. It's like been raining and like storming up here, so like my head is attached to it. Sorry.
When they make me that last thing, I need this.
Hey, James.
Hi.
Look at Dumpling. Say hi, Dumpling.
Wait,
Aw. Somebody's got a little coffee cough.
He
Yeah,
does.
he has been, and I don't know if it's
It's
allergy. I have no idea.
Is it croup or is it asthma?
It's
It's
not asthma.
it's allergies, is what the
Yeah.
doctor said.
Allergies, right?
Look at
Because
this.
my
Thank y'all so
stepson got
much.
them.
Joni, thank you for becoming a member.
Oh,
Send me an
BH
email.
became a member.
BH become a member. Y'all send me email and I'll give you the link to Discord.
Do I need to send you one? Because I was a member a week ago. I don't
I
know.
gotta blow my nose.
Thought I sent it to you.
I don't even know how to do Discord.
You might
but
have, yeah.
I appreciate it.
Well, if not, go ahead and send me another one, Wild Angel. And I mean, you don't have to join, but it's there. It's got more stuff in it.
Okay. Okay. And the We the People thing is coming soon, right?
Very soon.
Because I'm really stoked about that.
Yeah.
Hi.
No, that's not.
Hey, Pac-Man.
Dumpling, honey. That's Dumpling. Sorry, Dumpling.
James.
It gets your name confused, Dumpling, honey.
I know. That's okay.
I don't think he means to.
No. He doesn't. He doesn't mean to.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
said, he says, "Oh, I'm sorry, Dumpling."
Oh. All right, BH. We kind of came up here right when you were talking, so you can continue. We'll just sit
Sorry.
up here. No,
Oh no, I was just saying I'm excited for his We the People. While I was saying the same thing, and
yeah, for
I
sure.
think there's a lot to discuss. I just worry, like, are you able to talk about it on YouTube? Is it,
I'm going
like
to.
Fight Club? All right.
I mean, it's going to be a place where you have your own opinion, just like here, but we're just going to talk about different things that I don't talk about on here.
Yeah. I was thinking there needs to be, like, I was talking to Isaac the other day on Dumpling's channel, I think, and I think we need, like, a code, to send out the code book through Discord, and then you just have, like, your own code words, and people can follow along.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Just as an idea, I'm not saying for you, but it'd be cool to have, like, a decipher list, and maybe they become members to get the codes.
That's a good idea. I never thought of that, but that is a good idea.
Yeah, maybe try it out, man.
I mean, back when I was younger, we used to use code words for Mary Jane.
Yeah, totally. Same here.
There
quite a bit.
was Mary Jane, trees.
We called it Doug one time, like Dugout.
Yeah.
Where's Doug at? So, yeah, there's all kinds of,
Yeah, because actually, when I was driving a truck drivers used them and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yes, Rocket Queen. Safe words.
Look, me and Wild Angel match.
Yeah. Safe words.
Look, hey y'all, look at that nipple above Wild Angel's head.
Needs a tassel from Rocket.
Rocket, can you get some tassels for that nipple above her head?
Sorry.
Yes, welcome, Joni. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it so much.
Joan.
Joni.
Joan. E.
Joan.
Rebel. My
Yeah.
husband just said I'm about to rip that boob light down because he keeps hearing people mention it.
Oh,
Look,
gosh.
that way I get it to see him to take the ceiling down sooner so we can get it done.
Rocket. Well, Rocket says she only has one tassel anyway.
Yeah, the
We
dog
literally
ate the
changed
other
every
one.
single light fixture in this place with that one.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you.
Somebody called me on Messenger. When it rings in when you're on StreamYard, it knocks the volume down on media. It's
It
so
does.
annoying. And I don't know why. I'm like, I just let people know when I'm going on so they won't do it, and it never fails.
Can you use like a do not disturb mode or something?
You probably can. All right, guys, let me ask you this now. I'm still doing the true crime and history, but is there a true crime that y'all heard way back that y'all would like me to read about?
That's a good idea or a good question. I was thinking of one the other day, and let me rack my brain, and I'll come back to you.
Okay. Now,
Hey,
you can
babe, what about
yeah.
the that Shirley Temple little girl? What's her name? Gosh, I can't think of it. She's really beautiful. She was in the pageants and stuff.
Oh, Joan
Oh,
Benet Ramsey.
yeah, in
Yeah.
Boulder. That's not far from where I'm at, actually.
I
I came
love
in last
talking
week.
about that case, guys.
That's a sad one.
Really? Brittany said she didn't get a notification. Thanks for the membership. I'm sorry, Brittany. Thank you. YouTube doing a lot. I mean, yeah, YouTube's doing a lot of strange things. Like, and I didn't know this until just now. Some of the emojis are missing. But I will thank you personally, Brittany. Thank you.
But I think that would be a good one to talk about. I think they're trying to bring it back up, which I'm
They
not.
are.
I don't know
Well,
a whole lot about true crime, but
I meant like way back.
I don't know. I don't
No,
know.
not way back, but at least 20 years ago. And Joan Benet Ramsey's been almost
That's
30 years
yeah.
or longer.
What about the old one from like the 1900s? What about the Murder Hotel? You ever heard that one?
No, but I will look it up.
Holy smokes! It was like in the time of the World Fair in Chicago, and he spent like 10 years building this murder hotel before the World Fair. And then once the World Fair came about, all kinds of people stayed at the hotel, and there was trap doors and all kinds of weird stuff like torture chambers. Definitely look it up.
That's like
It was a doctor that was doing it too.
what was it though? There's a place somewhere I can't remember, and I just read about it 3 days ago, where they had tunnels underneath these bars and stuff, and they would grab sailors in Shanghai. Shanghai.
Never heard of that.
Hey, babe,
That's
I just
crazy.
pulled up some history. And what about the Jonestown Massacre?
That's Jonestown or Jamestown?
It says, hold on, Jonestown Massacre in
See if
November the 18th, 1978.
that's the Guyana tragedy. See if that don't have the word Guyana in it.
It don't. I don't want to click on it because it says watch now.
How about the Vegas? It's a little too soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be for the people.
Yeah. Let me see, Jonestown. If that's the same one, that's well. Hold on a minute, honey.
Well, I was just telling you, November 18th, 1978.
That's Jim Jones. Yeah, that's the Guyana tragedy.
Okay. I mean, I didn't know. I just seen it.
No, that's fine, honey. I'm just saying that's the Guyana tragedy. I'm gonna set up a. There's a prayer request and a bonfire request in Discord. I'm gonna set up a true crime and history request.
Ooh, this one might sound cool. It's Valentine's Day Massacre.
Done
5
that one.
Unsolved Mysteries.
Done that one.
Oh, I see. I don't know. Alcatraz inmates.
That's where they escaped. Now that does have a lot of interesting things because a lot of people think that they didn't make it, and a lot of people think that they did make it all the way to I think New Zealand.
Let's see.
I think that's where they said. I may be wrong about that. Yeah, Toshi said the Kool-Aid was a drunk.
Says why it took 17 years to catch a Unabomber. Huh.
That's what the hell was his name?
I can't pronounce his name. Theodore J. something something. Starts with a K.
Kaczynski.
Kaczynski. Ted Kaczynski.
Kaczynski. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Ted Kaczynski.
Yeah.
Well,
that one's wild.
Let's see. These are like older ones, I think. I'm just kind of looking at this website, just curious. Hey,
Mojangles.
What about the shooter in Washington that was shooting out of the trunk?
Are you talking about the two shooters?
Yeah. Did you do that one already?
No, I haven't done that one. That's
forget the name they call it.
I can't even.
DC shooter.
Yeah, DC shooter.
Shooters. Yeah.
They was hippie grandma said her late husband was questioned by FBI regarding the Unabomber.
Wow, that's crazy. What
about
the? Did you do the dozer one? I think someone did that. Was that you?
What'd you say it was?
The dude drove around a dozer all around town, like wrecking everything.
No, I haven't done that.
A bulldozer. Yeah, he like armor plated a bulldozer and just drove around town wrecking things.
No, I haven't seen that. I did see another thing today where they said that there was a car that had driven into a bunch of people in Texas.
Oh no!
Yeah. Right after the shooting that happened yesterday.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I won't show it on here, but there was a lot of pictures that were not pretty over on Twitch about that.
I didn't look into that yet.
Yeah, well, I mean, the person doing the shooting was killed by a police officer, but still, okay. The pictures were rough.
Jeez, how many people got hit?
I can't remember how many altogether, but 9 of them didn't make it. And I think there was 2 children in it, and I don't. That's
that was like Fort Worth.
No, it's Allentown.
Allentown. Okay.
Yeah.
Dang.
Hey, babe, this one might be a good one. I don't know if y'all have heard of this one or not. Now, this one's an older one. It says John Dillinger.
Yeah, that's
Dillinger.
Or Dillinger, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah, it says that he served in the Navy.
Yeah, the guy.
Because I know that where we talk about where you talk about the veterans too. It says he served in the Navy. Huh.
Right.
Dang, Tashi. They had a guy steal a bobcat over there. Drove through people's farm fencing and all kinds of stuff.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah. Slow chase. Dang.
And they stuff around here that's happened that's unsolved. Now this was right after I got out of high school back in the early '80s, and the girl had got off work at Burger King. It was like, I think they closed at 11 and she left about 12:15. It was unsolved mysteries. And I didn't know the girl personally. I knew of her because she went to the same school I did. But she was driving home on the interstate and somebody drove by and shot her in the head, killed her instantly.
Oh my. Yeah, those are the sad ones. It's just
Yeah.
random. Well, it's all sad, but
Yeah, they're all sad. But,
yeah.
just her being a random thing like that, which
Right.
some people around here say it was random. Some people say no, it wasn't random. It was because she was in a, supposedly, I don't know because I didn't know her. Like I said, I just knew of her, that she was in a love affair with a cop and she was going to let the cop's wife know and he didn't like it. So, but it's just all hearsay. You can't believe until facts are brought out.
Yeah.
Hey, babe, what about Jimmy Hoffa?
Oh,
That's
my
that's
my grandpa took me to that restaurant that he was last seen at.
really.
Yeah, because I'm from that area. He was last seen in Detroit.
Says he was declared dead, although his body was never found. That's interesting.
His body's never been found and nobody's ever been charged with his murder.
That sounds interesting, though.
It is.
I haven't seen Beat You today, BM. And how were you today, BM?
Yeah, Jimmy Hoffa is crazy. That one.
It seems interesting,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it seems like a lot of people heard about it,
Some people think he's buried under like a baseball field. What do they call it? Baseball?
I don't
know. Like a dugout?
Yeah,
No.
like the field.
No, they think he's buried right underneath like home plate.
Okay, yeah.
Good Lord.
The Cubs or New York team or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Black Dahlia. I can't pronounce
Black
it.
Dahlia. I did go over her already.
Oh, okay.
She was, I think that was the California. It happened in California.
What about Kai the Hitchhiker? You know that one?
That one I've heard about. I haven't looked into it.
Oh man, it's short and sweet. But then there's another part where he goes and does some more unaliving, and it's like in retaliation of him getting messed with. So
now, ain't that the one that used like the hatchet?
yeah, but
Yeah.
then after that, he goes and like messes someone up that hurt him in the past.
Thank you.
So
hello, Bijou.
Goes to prison.
Castle.
Let's say hi to No Jangles real quick.
Hi,
Hello,
Mojangles.
It won't let me comment for some reason right now.
Why?
I don't know. On my tablet, it won't let me comment. It's like frozen. I gotta restart it.
Oh, okay. Sometimes we do, Bijou.
This one's kind of interesting. It might be kind of sad. It says "Boy in the Box." I've never heard of it.
I know that story.
Sounds sad.
He finally got. If that's the same one I'm thinking of, he finally got identified.
There's a happy story about a kid, a balloon boy. You guys heard of that one?
I've heard the boy in the bubble.
No, it's like they called it Balloon Boy. It took place in Colorado like 10 years ago, and they thought he went up in like a balloon, but he was just really hiding. So
really,
it was like this big story for like 6 hours, and everybody thought he was. They cleared the airspace and all this type of stuff. It was wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
Babe, have you covered Ted Bundy?
No, not yet. Well, guys, let me do this right here and send this. If y'all want to send me something, I'll put it there in the email. If you don't have the Discord yet, uh, you can send a request or suggestions or requests or whatever to that email, and I'll look into everyone. Or if you just now got joined, send me that request there, and I will send you the link to Discord
Stay
if
out of
you
my.
if you become a member, or if you're a member and not got the Discord yet. Sicario torture videos, yeah, those are pretty rough, Bijou.
Baby, you covered the Manson family.
No, that will take a while.
I think there's a lot on him, ain't there?
Yeah, and I even had a brother-in-law that looked like him.
Yeah, I see a picture of him. He does look like him with
The
the
only difference,
pictures I've seen.
the only difference is he didn't have the swastika tattooed on his in between his eyes.
Yeah, because they got a picture of what he looked like back then and what he looked like, I guess, when he passed away in 2017. That's crazy. He does look exactly like her brother. Good
Yeah,
Lord, that's creepy. And then John Wayne Gacy.
yeah, that's the clown.
Yeah, this website I'm looking at, it's got a lot of info. I'll show it to you later on.
I probably looked at it on it.
You might have.
But guys, now I won't. Tomorrow is Becca's night. I won't be on tomorrow, but Becca will. And Miss Dumpling is getting ready to go live in 30 minutes with a story that I want to go over and listen to. It's local here. It's the Summer Wells case, and that has to be solved. I mean, that little girl's been gone almost, well, next month will be 2 years. 2 years, nobody's been picked up, nobody's been charged.
Rebel, I'm gonna get off here and get ready, okay? I got to do a few things before.
That's why I was telling everybody that you're getting ready to get a break for 30 minutes so they can go to the bathroom, get a drink, get something to snack on, and go over and have a good time and listen to what you got to talk about.
Okay, awesome.
All right. Y'all be
Love
good.
you, Dumpling.
Love you.
Hold on before you leave.
What?
If you haven't subbed up to Dumpling's gonna drop her a link, or somebody can drop her a link. Please go over and sub up to her.
Oh, thank you.
Well, why not? I'll support you.
What you raising your hand for?
Hey,
Oh, I was just
Dad.
telling everybody, hey, son.
Yeah,
Go
go
over and
sub
sub
up
up
to
to her.
Dumpling if y'all haven't.
Hey, Dad. Let me $100
Thank you, guys.
You're
$1,000.
welcome.
I'll put it in comments. I'll see y'all in a little bit.
Daddy.
All right.
All right, love you, Dumpling, honey. Hope you feel better.
Love you too. Love you, James.
No, BG, we don't watch
Dad,
stuff like
give me
that. Sorry.
$100,000.
Sub-Zero, you're coming in as I'm getting ready to go off. I'm sorry, bud. We're going to go over Dumpling to thank you, BH. Thank you, Isaac. And that story's going to be pretty good. I want to go over and watch it a little bit before I get ready to go in here, shave my head, shower, get things ready for work tomorrow. But please go and sub up to her if you haven't already. And Miss Angel, Tattooed Angel here, is going live tomorrow night. I don't know what she's talking about. I don't even think she's got it set up. But I'm sure she will.
It'll be something positive. Y'all
and
know it'll be something positive.
y'all, I
Yes,
think
it will.
I think that we need I think we need another Southern girl to start her own channel. And I think Miss Casper Friendly would have a good channel if she would start her one. Boy, you'd hear all kinds of Southern talk.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, thanks for having me up, y'all.
No, thank you for
Thank
coming
you,
up,
BH.
BH.
Good to see you up here, brother.
So,
You have a good
Yeah.
one.
See y'all soon.
all right, y'all be good. Thank
Bye,
you again,
guys.
BH. Thank you, Wild Angel. Thank you,
I'll
my
see y'all
angel.
tomorrow.
Hey, Dad, don't hate Wall.
Okay.
All right, y'all be good.
All right. See you guys later.
Bye, Dad.
See y'all tomorrow.
See ya.
Hey, Dad.
Hold on.
Let me really hurt him.
Okay.
Give me $100 right now.
Okay. Guys, listen, thank you for coming in. Casper, that's a good idea. I think you should. Yes, 51 watching, 37 likes. At least hit the like on y'all's way out. And if you got a membership today, thank you for becoming a member. If you got a membership and you didn't want it, I don't know if you can get rid of them or not, but at least it was free. So y'all be good, be safe. Go check out Dumpling 9. I believe it's 9 or 9:15. I'm not for sure. So just keep a check out on it. But go and watch it. I'm gonna go over here in a little bit. I'll see y'all over there. Thoughts on 4 mass killings in Texas? I think every killing should be, the person that done it should be done the same way that they done the person that they done. So there's Beachy. Where you been, Beachy? Yeah, at least they hit the like button to say thank you for the gift. Thank you, Beachy. But like I said, y'all please come back. Tuesday night will be about the veterans. I think I got rid of, I think I've done the last bit of women veterans, but I'll go back and look just to be sure. But it is about the veterans on Tuesday.
I love you.
I love you too, son. So y'all come check that out. Don't forget to go and check out Dumpling here in about 25, 35 minutes. And then go check out Tattooed Angel tomorrow. She'll have her show up and running, ready to go. I think probably about 10 or 10:30. Don't know for sure. So, but yeah, if you become a family member, you're fine, Paper Cut Tina, honey. That's fine. Whenever you're ready. So, y'all just be good, be safe, have fun. Go over and check out my little sister, Dumpling. She's good people. And we may learn something over there. Thank you, Beachy, so much for your friendship. But y'all be good, be safe. I'll see you over on Dumplings, and I'll see you Tuesday night for the bonfire. Tashi just, well, let me go back up here right quick. Tashi just gifted a membership. And Backroad Becky 69 got the membership. Thank you, Backroad Becky, for becoming a member. Send me an email and I will send you the link. That is the Cash App if you would like to donate to me. It is not required. Friday bonfire. Well, thank you for coming over. Sub up, Bijou. I hope I'm saying that right. I hope I'm not getting it wrong. But you're more than welcome to come over here. You can come over to Tattooed Angels, go over to Dumplings, But like I was saying, if y'all would like to make a cash donation, right there's my Cash App. It's not required. The only requirement is that I ask is for you to come in here and have a good time and enjoy the show. Be good, Paper Cut Teeny. I moved from France to Texas, scared all the time. Well, I'm sorry, Bijou, honey. Oh, I am saying your name right. Well, good. I didn't want to mess it up. Thank you. But please come back and go over to Dumplings tonight. If somebody could drop that link and let everybody grab Dumplings link again. Yes, we support everybody here. I support Dumpling. I support Beachy. Anybody's got a channel in here, I will support you. That's in here that I know. So y'all have a good night. I'll see you over on Trendy saying bye, y'all. I'll see y'all over there. I love each and every person here. Thank y'all for coming. I'll see you Tuesday night for veterans. Thank you. Ghost Devil, love you, brother. I'll see you soon.